get in the car and fire it up.
For the first time.
Can you turn this smoke machine on? With the ballast boy up in here!
And just as we start heading to the ring, it starts pouring.
It feels like I'm going 300 miles an hour.
This is like the dream build that you think of in your head. Just like imagine you did this and he does it.
Wait, you can run your finger across that and not get tetanus?
Dude, you bought 2 cars on this trip already.
Hold on. Nearly identical cars.
All this time, I haven't even seen my car yet.
Yo, Ron got a Lamborghini.
They gave me the most bougie car cover in the
A cool touch.
Welcome back, Carcane Abroad. Sorry, last time we did you dirty. We did the thing that we promised not to always do. We leave the cover on and then we tease
We hit you with a
with
cliffhanger, but it was such a big episode. Everything from JP Performance, there was so much to show. We had to give Ron his own episode.
Yeah. This episode is actually what we had planned for the series. So we're gonna show you Ron's car, and then we're gonna get on the road and take all 3 cars to the Nürburgring. Ron, you got yourself a car.
Dude, I got myself a car that I've been lusting after for a long time.
And honestly, you have a real eclectic collection now.
Except
like you got
all of his cars are like, well, except for the Mazda. But like you just like rally cars.
I'm a rally dude, like
you and
full
I
stop.
we all bought the expected. You got a BMW.
I got 2 Audis.
I got a rally car.
And the trip's not over yet. Who knows what else will happen.
This car that he got, by the way, is by far the coolest one. Like, translate.
We
that.
get
one
it,
cares,
we get
no one
it,
cares.
we
Thanks,
get
Kato.
it.
Thanks, Kato. You're a real one, bud.
Oh man.
I was almost like embarrassed of buying a pretty basic car in comparison to Brian and Ron's. Compared to this,
I got myself a 1991 Lancia Delta Integrale. We got 200 horsepower. We got a 5-speed gearbox. We got all-wheel drive. And from what I've been told, they drive like an all-wheel drive E30 M3, which to me personally
That
is
sounds nice.
like
That sounds
a
nice.
really, really exciting thing. As a rally nerd, this was the ultimate car for me.
So,
this is like,
are you excited?
dude.
He's excited.
this is a
actually
Mark
be.
II GTI on crack because it's 16 valve, turbo, and all-wheel drive.
All-wheel
Has
drive.
real rally roots.
This is the daddy
It does
of
have the box flares.
Holy smoke.
When you bought this, sight unseen, you saw photos of it just like I did when I bought the
Let's go with the
S2.
fact that he didn't get this car from Germany. He bought this car in Spain and then hired someone to drive it 15 hours from Spain all through France.
Yeah,
Well,
through
from
France.
Spain through France to Germany and drove through a nasty rainstorm.
So I did pre-testing. Somebody drove this 15 hours already to make sure that it doesn't break down. So that's not to say that this thing isn't gonna break, because these are notorious for breaking.
Yo, it has debatably the most green or blue interior that I've ever seen.
Green or gray? Green or gray?
No, green or blue.
Tell us
I
green,
thought it
gray,
was
or blue. I say green.
And this is a 16 valve and up thing. The 8 valves didn't have this. If you look at the tack, it's a backward sweeping tack. It starts from back there and comes up and around.
That's tight.
Another feature, frontwards opening hood.
Dude, yes.
Man, I'm outnumbered.
Yo.
I don't know why, but that's just cool to me.
That's so sick.
That's
This-
not factory.
I know,
Duct
but
is
it's
the
still
same
cool.
too.
It's a little something added. So the guy that I bought this from, he's a rally racing veteran. He has a team, ZGZ Rally in Spain. So these guys went through it completely. I mean, it's a rebuilt block because, come on, it's an Integrale, of course.
It's an Italian car.
Yeah, but I've been told mechanically it's extremely sound, and I have no idea what's going on in this hood. Look at it. Look at the packaging. Look at where the intercooler is. Super pumped on this valve cover. Like, that looks sick to me.
I like this
The
hood.
font.
The hood vent, it extracts heat from the exhaust manifold and like radiator area. That's really cool.
Smart.
It's got really neat packaging because the turbo's down there.
Yeah.
And then your intercooler's right here and then right into the throttle body. So it's nice
What
short
is the
piping.
material of that intercooler? Is that like
It's cast aluminum.
Cast? Okay.
Yeah.
That looks crazy.
Yeah, this looks cool.
Scale of 1 to 10 on this car.
That's not fair. That's not
He
fair.
gave my car,
Look at his standards.
he gave my car 2.
Oh, you got a 2?
But 10 is good, right?
It's like 10 is like
10's
top.
perfect.
Yours
10's
for
perfect.
Okay, okay.
So it's twice as good as mine.
Get in the car and fire it up.
For the first time.
Because I haven't even heard it.
I
We
haven't
pushed it
heard
into
either.
position.
It's only
Hopefully
been
it
pushed
starts.
around. I really hope it starts.
Chili dog this bad boy.
Woo! Dual exhaust.
First start.
We'll never say it again after this. There is a minor, unfortunate detail that happened.
I hired a kid to drive this from Barcelona to Germany to drop it off at JP Performance because I knew we were coming here. And out of the 16-hour drive, on the 15th hour, in the rain in a mountain pass, he had a sign.
But it was the one fender you already knew had Bondo on it.
That's correct. So this fender did have Bondo. and
Also
it
a
was
reason to
red
go to
before.
Evo 2 package ASAP.
100%. Yeah.
Can you turn the smoke machine off?
Hey, look, it's fine. Look, these are both
It's speciale.
very speciale.
What do you know about
Enough looking around this thing.
the road.
Let's hit
I
the
know.
friggin' road.
Dude,
and you get to drive us on the Nürburgring today.
Dude, that's crazy.
Go
This
pick
is
up your
crazy.
car. It should be legal to drive now. We're out.
We're out. JP.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for letting me keep my smoke box in. I appreciate it. You're the best.
pleasure.
You're the best. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it.
Yo,
got a bomb.
that bomb ski sounds
got a
good. On the road in the Lancia.
Lancia. I don't know. Scotto yelled at me for saying Lancia a while ago. So.
You know, it's like saying Porsche. I'm gonna call it a Lancia.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
fair.
I'm Italian and I'm from New York, so we don't pronounce anything right.
No, of course not. Couple little fun facts, real quick. This stock right here, these two, same as a Ferrari F40. We got, I don't know how to work it, but
A
this is
Veggie Flash?
Veglia flash. Apparently this is a lap timer. I don't know. I'm definitely messing everything up. Look at this little, that's perfect for an iPhone.
All right, next stop, pick up my car again. Because what you guys don't realize is like, they're pretty strict with road registrations and stuff here. So
Yeah.
we had to actually go and get my car registered so that, and like transfer title so I can drive it. Otherwise, like, they're like, you don't even get a ticket, like you just get arrested.
They take the rules very, very seriously.
Yeah. These seats are unbelievably comfortable.
They really are.
Power windows in the front,
Roll-ups in the
but
rear.
cranky boys in the rear.
Cranky boys.
I don't know why they did that. It must have been weight, or they just really didn't care about passengers before. Dude, this thing sounds cool.
Yeah! With the ballast boy up in here!
Yeah, we were big-handed them. And that wasn't street racing. I don't think we were even speeding.
No. Trust me, and with this much power, it's not street racing.
The thing with the S2 is that it doesn't really make any of the turbo noises.
No, it's kind
It's
of
very sophisticated and like, you know, over insulated and
Right.
stuff because it's an Audi, so it's got to be nice. This is more like raw.
Yeah.
It vibrates, it's louder, it's definitely a bit more visceral. The turbo makes a ton of noise. And it's raining.
Hey, listen, it's a good way to find out if the wipers work or not, and they do. And the AC works, still, which I'm still blown away by. I'm pumped.
The AC working is a strong
Crucial,
move.
yeah.
We found the first quirk.
First
of
quirk,
the,
first quirk.
Of the Lancia.
And we think it might be a shift rod. You can't hear it right now, but there's this like metallic ringing noise. But I found out that you can fix it by just giving it a little push. Just give it a little push.
Little vibration noise. There it is.
Just a little suggestion, you know?
Welcome back to Snack Time, our favorite part of the show. Snack Time. Where we thank our sponsors. But first, I'm gonna enjoy the
Or a Svechkin-Blunder.
And you can tell how long this takes us to do because the snack
this sounds way more German. Anyway, guys, let's tell them about our partner.
This show would not exist without rotiform wheels.
It's true. It wouldn't.
We started running them on a bunch of our projects on Colmero, Vin's 911, Vin's NSX, Donk,
My Coupe Quattro.
custom-made wheels, any fitment, any size you need. You got forged, you got cast. You can get off-the-shelf fitment, or they could spec them to your personal needs.
Absolutely custom, even for the weirdest ass cars we like.
Snack time.
Wow.
It's like
We're officially street legal to drive, my friend.
cab over engine, 04840.
I think I have this. She looks sweet.
Yeah, it looks great.
Dude, we are Voltron.
We are Voltron.
We have assembled.
Now we're all together.
You got your Integrale?
Yes.
He got his Delta.
Yes, my Disintegrale. Thank you. That's what they call them here, apparently.
Disintegrale.
Hey, it's still together. No AC. No AC. I have air conditioning. I'm living.
Have air conditioning.
But for how long?
I'm living in luxury. Listen, we don't ask those type of questions out here on the show.
You realize it has been driven by only old ladies for the last 26 years?
And probably the cat. I've been passed on the Nürburgring by an old German lady that was going faster than me.
Oh, I f***ed up. Look at the driver's seat. It's got leather retrim and the passenger's different. I didn't notice that yesterday.
Oh, we could retrim our seats together.
You rushed.
But I never win.
All right, off to the ring we go.
Also, the rain did a good thing for both our cars.
I know, it
Basically
really
washed our cars.
Yeah.
We're literally one turn away from forming like Voltron. You guys ready for this?
This is gonna be one of the best times ever.
Just as we start heading to the ring, it starts pouring. It seemed like everything was just going too well on this trip, but the good thing is, our racetrack is rain or shine, so I guess we're gonna just run it even slower than we had originally planned to run it. All right, so initial feelings.
Man, this is like your first time actually driving the thing more than around the block.
Yeah, I mean, this thing drives amazing. Like, it's actually a really nice car.
On the freeway and everything, like it doesn't have any air leaks or rattles or noises or anything. It's just a regular car.
Ron, how's yours?
Pretty much feels like it's going down a rally stage.
At all points in time, anything after 60, it's just like, it feels like I'm going 300 miles an hour, which I kind of like, oddly.
This wasn't made the tour at all. This thing was made for like 0 to 100 bursts at max.
So what you're saying is it's a proper Italian car. It's absolutely visceral, but maybe not that good at driving.
It's absolutely miserable and I love it, which is like the story of any Italian car ever.
I love that Brian said visceral and you just said miserable.
Ron, you basically bought a rally car. Vin actually bought an old lady's car, and the one thing that this car was built for was cruising on the Autobahn fast. So this is the one place where this thing might be better than your guys' cars.
Honestly though, this thing drives like a dream.
I mean, doing however fast we're going, it's like super quiet on the inside, doesn't have any rattles, no air leaks, no nothing. It's just
Kind of strung out because I don't think it's meant to do like 160 kilometers for a duration of time.
Question, are my headlights working?
And they don't actually illuminate anything. They're more like really big indicator lights.
As long as I don't get pulled over, I'm good.
Brian, your headlights are not on.
that's user error. How are they now? User error fixed. I think my exhaust is falling off. My car's just getting louder and louder as I drive.
You know, I was gonna say, at the gas station, I was like, oh, Scotto's car sounds better than I thought it did.
Whatever broke on that car made it a million times cooler. I have no idea how much faster it feels.
like it's not raining. It was raining here earlier. It's not raining now. Fingers crossed.
Look at all the cars here. Homeboy pulls up. That's my retirement plan right there. Homeboy pulls up E92 roll cage. Woo. It's the best car here.
It's so weird to see people from the internet in real life.
So this is it. These are our stickers. This is what we earn. This is the whole reason I come here.
Just follow the green points on the floor.
Here we are.
Dude.
Woo!
This is it right here.
Showing up to the Nürburgring, one of the most iconic tracks in the entire world.
The most iconic, period.
Okay, with 3 completely unprepped cars on miscellaneous cheap-ass tires and like brake pads from decades ago.
I
This
think
is a
my brake
great
pads
idea.
are made of like compressed pebbles.
All right, we got a BMW 316i wagon on 205/55 full Rs. It's got BBS wheels, so it's good.
All right, I have a 1991 Lancia Delta Integrale on what I've been told are 19-year-old tires. I Googled it.
Well, that tread pattern looks like it was once performance.
I don't know what anything is in this thing.
All right, and I'm here with a 1995 Audi S2 2.2 liter. Makes around 220 horsepower. The brake pads are maybe non-existent. Unfortunately, I wish I had the RS2 with me because that thing's probably way better prepped. This is a good trifecta of mediocre vehicles that have been nothing but fun this whole trip.
First place, parade lap.
Parade lap champs.
So we got to do 2 laps. First lap was like just a good old fun. We went out there, we ran the whole thing. And then second lap we did some camera work stuff, which like...
I mean, I'm not sure I want to do more than 2 laps in my bone stock car that I just bought from like an 80-year-old lady moments before this. So.
Well, the last time I came here, I ran an Opel Astra OPC, ran a sub 10 minute, and I said I would never come back here without a helmet. I didn't think I'd come back without a helmet and a car that like everything has gone wrong in the past, you know, day of just dumb stuff. No power steering, brakes.
It's rad to now own a car that I've driven on the ring, so I'll have like a car in America that's been here, which is sick. I mean, I always thought it'd be like a GT3 or something awesome, but
hey, that's next time.
It's a BMW.
Work your way up, work your way up. That being said, I now don't want to give this car away or sell it. I have like a different bond with it now. So now I have 2 Audi wagons.
But honestly, this was an amazing trip. Like, this is something so dumb that we've wanted to do for so long, and this was really rad. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.
What? It's done?
Not yet.
We're still here for like 4 more.
It's over for me. He's checking out right now.
I'm done.
He's out.
Tomorrow we bring our cars to the boat, and then we go visit a few different things.
I thought this was it.
We're not done. We have a whole day of just hanging out.
It feels
tomorrow.
like it's it. This feels like the
This was
ultimate.
the goal. This was the goal. We earned our stickers.
Let's go get some chili dogs right now.
Sucking on. Chili dogs.
No one's gonna get that.
You will never drive the RS2, and you'll love driving the S2.
That's 100% accurate.
Now I'll probably just keep them both because I have a car cane problem.